Guys, today I'm gonna do Hollywood Divas season 1 episode. I don't know, but it'll be in the description box. I don't have no notes, so we're gonna just go off my random thoughts. I'm trying to think. Oh, this is episode 5. It started off. What did it start off at? Oh, Paula going into the house talking to her husband, talking about, babe. I'm like, girl, here we go with the dramatic. So she telling him about how the girls was tripping on her and all this kind of stuff. My whole thing with Paula and her husband, they feed off each other with that negative energy bullshit. Neither one of them balance each other out. You know what I'm saying? Because he should have been like, babe, maybe you took it wrong, blah, blah, blah. But no, he goes in there and pumps her up like somebody out to get her. Then she tried to make it seem like these girls jealous of her. And I'm sitting there like, what do you have? Besides a house full of garbage bags. I'm like, what? And why that house wasn't finished? She was gone for a couple of hours. At least the part y'all, the room y'all filming in could at least been clean. Like, really? Really? Anyway, Countess goes to the coochie doctor with Lisa and Crazy Paula. So she goes to the coochie doctor to get her a G-spot shot or whatever. That scene was so funny. Why is... I like Countess. Countess could have had her own... Well, no, she probably couldn't. I don't think she can carry a whole show by herself because she goes through ups and downs with her emotions. But her scenes be so entertaining. When she was talking about she had an orgasm or whatever, when she got that shot, I was rolling. Then Lisa and Paula out there in the room, in the waiting room, talking about it or whatever. So Paula calls her husband because she was like, my man is not gonna allow somebody to look at my Pokemon. Is that what she called it? I'm like, ew, that's what you call? Oh, excuse me. Okay. But so anyway, she calls her husband. He like, what? Huh? Who? Huh? I'm like, oh my God, you just is fucking dumb. Why you put your husband on speaker? Because he dumb. Anyway, so when Lisa see that Countess was liking the G-shot, she ended up going to get her one. Wasn't mad at her. Hey, get it how you can. If it's better than sex life, hey. So then, what else happened? Was it before, after? I don't know. I might be all over the place. But Elise is having her little dance, little thing, you know. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because, okay, yeah. Elise is having her little dance thing. So Paula and her husband is getting ready for the dance thing. With the assorted flavors. So they getting ready, and I'm sitting there like, really? Why? Do y'all only film in one room, Paula? Because why was that vanity, if that's what you call it, the vanity beer and all that kind of stuff, why was that sitting in the living room? I don't get it. But yeah, so, and then she was shading them about this thing, talking about how Countess was asked to be a part, and how, Golden was allowed to be a part, and all this kind of stuff. And I'm sitting there like, why are you hating? Why are you hating? Lisa not a part of it, so why are you hating? So anyway, they getting ready or whatever. I didn't care. Not Countess. Golden. Golden has some emotional fucking problems. I don't care what nobody say. That bitch has really emotional problems that need to get fucking checked. First of all, she calls... No. Before all of that happened, Golden and goes to Elise. I think she went to her house or somebody, where they met up. And she went to her about her hanging with Lisa. She had a problem with Elise hanging with Lisa. Talking about, well, yeah, I was a little jealous. I'm like, girl, how old are you to be jealous of somebody else's friendship? That's the kind of fucking people I cannot get away from fast enough. Bitches that get mad because you got another fucking friend. Bitch, I ain't fucking you. Why are you mad because I'm friends with somebody else? What's the problem? I can't stand them kind of people. So anyway, moving back to the Assorted Flavors performance, Golden ended up calling Elise. And why? Why did you call her? What was the point of this goddamn conversation? For a pity party? I don't get it. She called her about her baby being sick and she a single mom and she this and she that. And I'm sitting there like, what do this have to do anything with that phone call? Especially if you were still going. Then she was like, I just need you to tell me that it's going to be okay. Bitch, you too grown for somebody to be holding your hand, patting you on your back. Bitch, you ain't going through major life surgery. Bitch, please. So anyway, they have the Assorted Flavors little performance thing, and I could have cared less about that because I was just like, maybe because we didn't hear the music, but other than that, I was just like, who cares, whatever. The part with Countess must have been edited because they was like, oh, Countess did her thing, and I'm sitting there like, what did y'all hear? Because all I heard was saying, how y'all doing? Are y'all alright? Here come, what you call her, Nicole, and then she messed up, she didn't even know the girl name. So what did y'all hear? Okay, yes, kudos to her. She got over her stage fright and did it, but I'm like, okay. Then you got Countess come out, Golden comes out and dance with them, and I'm sitting there like, what was the point? So then after that, Elise made us thank everybody for coming or whatever, and then she made a statement about Countess coming, calling her the beautiful, the sexy in her own right. And I'm like, bitch, what do you mean in her own right? I was with Paula on that one, like, that was shade as fuck. But then Lisa brings up how Elise didn't even acknowledge Golden and how that was messed up. And I'm like, no, bitch, you should have confronted her about what she said about Countess. Who gives a fuck if she didn't say nothing about Elise? Golden, you don't like her any goddamn way. So anyway, when Elise and Golden come up, she, acknowledged that she didn't say nothing about Golden. And Elise felt like it was no harm, no foul. I didn't mean it. But she goes back on stage. Kind of embarrasses Golden because I'm like, bitch, you didn't even have to do all that. And she goes back on stage and thank Golden for coming or whatever. That was the end of that. The whole time that they performing, Paula was shading the fuck out of Elise and her thing. Talking about, what are they doing? I'm glad I wasn't part of this and da. But the whole time you in the confessional talking shit, and then she keep showing you clapping and you being the biggest cheerleader out there. Fake bitch. I'm just saying. That's fake as fuck to me. So then you have, after all of this or whatever, the girls being supportive and want to be united and all that kind of bullshit. Who cares the fuck? Oh, Golden. Don't you ever try to come for Countess again about her clothes and her wearing shapers. Bitch, you need to fix your face. And I didn't really talk about it last week about her being the crackhead person, but I'm like, bitch, you look like one. I don't see how hard it would have been for you to play one when you look like one. Then she goes to this little thing where she had to like do a little screening or whatever. And I'm sitting there like, bitch, this is why you ain't got no job. Because that wasn't believable. This is why you not working. You suck. Period, point, fucking blank. You suck. Then you want a pity party. Then you want to play the victim and all this kind of stuff. And you so insecure, Lisa. I don't fucking get it. I don't understand why. You're so fucking insecure. It bothers me. But when she went to the thing, apparently she forgot to call Elise and tell Elise that she didn't need her or something. Because when Elise showed up, it was kind of basically over. And she still was trying to throw a pity party with Elise. And I'm sitting there like, girl, go. Ugh. Why you on here? Why you on here? Because you don't want to show your acting chops. You're not supportive of anybody. Why are you on here? I don't get it. I don't get why none of these bitches on here. But whatever. So then, the last thing I remembered, because if I forget something, it wasn't no shade to it. I just don't remember. But the last thing I do remember is all of them meeting up, and they had different writers or guests come in to, give their ideas, get their ideas, and see how they can work from there. So everybody bringing in these people that work for like a different world and work for this person and that person, ABC and all this kind of stuff. Bringing, respectable people in. Then here comes fucking Paula bringing her old dusty ass husband in there. I'm like, girl. Then when they trying to ask some questions, Paula speaking for him, talking about you don't let your husband speak. I'm like, this why this motherfucker ain't got no job, because you want to speak for him instead of letting him be a fucking man and do his interview on his fucking own. And then as he was speaking for himself, the girl start, feeling him or whatever, but I doubt it. I hope they don't pick him. I don't know. Whatever. So then Lisa addresses Golden and no. Lisa addresses Golden and Elise about a picture that they posted on Instagram of the night of the little thing, saying how Elise was saying how Homegirl was her fave. And Elise was like, are you fucking serious? And I'm sitting there like that too. Of all the shit y'all gonna argue about, why was it that? Why wasn't it about what she said about Countess? That would have been a legitimate argument. But to say about a picture or somebody didn't acknowledge somebody, that was stupid, petty shit to argue about. Maybe if y'all would have argued about Countess, maybe it would have been a little more interesting. I don't know. But all that's really happened on this episode. Next week look like it's going to be good because old dumb delusional ass Paula is going to go after Golden about her unemployed, bum-looking ass husband. Girl, don't nobody want him but you. This is why Paula was blackballed, I'm telling you. Because she crazy, delusional, thinking somebody want him. He pumping her head up, thinking she the best in the business. This is why she ain't got no job. This is why they struggling. Because they bring each other down instead of motivate each other or helping each other out, building each other up. They feed off each other. And that shit ain't gonna work. Anyway, that's all I got for Hollywood Divas episode 5. Make sure you guys rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google+, Xbox Live. I do everything about the ghetto view, THA, not THE. I'm gonna come back with a random video because I have something to say. Excuse the sneezing and all that shit. My son passed on his sickness to my dude, and now he's sick. Okay. But, yeah. Alright, peace out, you guys.